Okay. One of the things that's going to happen in our programming for the next 6-week cycle is we're going to play in a split stance a lot. Now, two things I want you to keep in mind here. I want you to always bias towards whatever your split stance currently is. We want you guys to get comfortable in the stance that makes the most sense. So your dominant foot, whatever that is, always keep it forward, and your other foot, whatever it is, always keep it in the behind. I'm not necessarily worried about getting too good on that other side yet until you can own one side, right? Get good at doing a layup with your right hand, and then get good at doing a layup with your left hand. You don't ever try and drive with your left foot. It's kind of weird. Don't do that. Anyway. So if I'm set up in my split, I'm thinking about my front foot is flat on the floor. My knee is over top of that ankle. Now that foot is flat. Now my back toe, it's driving down into the floor. My foot should almost look like it's in a track block, something like that. And that back knee is bent so I can kind of bounce and absorb, if you will. So option number one, split stance, landmine press. So you're going to be doing all of your reps with your dominant foot forward. In this case, it's my right. And from here, it's the same rules we would in a regular landmine. Elbow can flare out a little bit, and then I can come up from there. Again, we don't want it to turn into this. I'm always biasing towards that split position as I'm pressing. From there, I would switch to the other side and do the same thing, again, in the same stance. So option number one there. Come on over here. Some of the other things you're going to see is some split stuff with the dumbbells and with a barbell. So one of the things you're going to see is something called a tall split jerk. So what that would look like, you could have an option here with a dumbbell. And again, you would generally fall into the dumbbell position if you're in that yellow light position overhead. So what does a tall split jerk mean? So I'm going to have the dumbbell. I'm going to start in my right hand. And what I'm going to think about, this cord is killing me. And what I'm going to think about is setting up with my feet set, and then from there I'm going to press the dumbbell to eyebrow height. From there I'm going to rise onto my toes, and I'm going to drop under into that split position. My elbow's straight, I'm pulling my rib cage in, my lower back might extend a little bit, but I'm in control. I stand all the way up, I bring it back down. Let's just say I'm doing two a side. I press to my eyebrows again, I rise onto my toes, I drop, I bring my feet together, and then I switch to the other side, and I would do two on that side. Again, I'm still putting my dominant foot forward, my right foot forward in my case. I press the dumbbell to my eyebrows, I rise onto my toes, and then I punch myself, reset, organize. And again, you want to practice moving your feet the same way you would if you were in, a clean and jerk situation. So try and bring your back foot after your front foot. So front foot would move first. Press to the eyebrows, rise to the toes, front foot, back foot, down. So that would be your dumbbell version. And then you would also be able to do the same thing with a barbell. So the idea being, okay, I'm going to have a bar. And from there, I have it in my front rack position, and then I would press it to my eyebrows, hold it there, rise onto my toes, and then the goal here is to practice moving myself down under the bar the same way I move myself under the dumbbell. Catch, stand, bar back to the front rack. So if you're going to see like tall split jerks or dumbbell tall split jerks or whatever it is all written there, you're going to be like, what? I don't even know what that is. Well, now you might have an idea what it is. And the goal is speed under the bar. Because in theory, what is a jerk? Okay, I've done a push press and I'm physically unable to push the weight up over top of my body anymore. So eventually, I'm not going to be able to do a shoulder press. From there, I would practice my push press. Eventually, I'm not able to do a push press. Same rules apply, but now I'm going to move my body down under, hence why we would practice a jerk. Same dip, same extension as that push press, dip, extend, bar comes off the body, but generally speaking it gets to the eyebrows, and then I'm moving myself underneath of that. So the goal is the footwork, the positioning, the speed. not how heavy can you do it per se. You'll have other opportunities to do that.